fantastic game for the neutral, but is that quite how you saw it, Ruth?
Yeah, if I was a neutral. if I was sitting in the stadium, very much like the first time we played in that 1-1 draw as well. I thought it was a fantastic spectacle, but you know, it was quite tough to take being on the other side, you know, particularly after being up 3-1 at half-time. So a lot to work on, a lot to improve still. You know, we're nowhere near where we need to be, and that showed in the second 45 minutes.
What, in terms of fitness or tactical organisation?
No, just had nothing to do with our physical attributes nor our tactical. It was more or less the way we came out in the second half. Certainly, the message wasn't from me at half time to try and to sit off. You know, we knew that they were going to try and take the game at us. We knew that we were going to try and push the ball around. You know, tactically, Barbarouses, you know, pretty much stayed on the right hand side. You know, a lot of the times it's different to the way we play them, different to the way Victory played in most games. So obviously they were trying to use their width by keeping Barbarouses on that right-hand touchline, which created, you know, some issues, but we fixed it up during the half, in the first half. So, like I said, our intent in the first 10-15 minutes certainly wasn't to drop off them. You know, it was actually the opposite. So that's what I'm most disappointed about.
Is there something you need to work on in terms of forging that team spirit or identity, that sort of stuff, that your coach takes a bit of a long time to gather?
No, I think it's pretty clear what our identity is. I think it's for all to see. You know, had nothing to do with that. It's about taking on instructions and knowing that when we're 3-1 up, you know, away from home against the champions, it's certainly the mentality needs to still change. You know, we've grown, you know, hugely from where we were last year from that side of things, but we need to continue to do the things that got us in that position in the first half, and irrespective if we're home or away, irrespective if we're against the champions or other. So I think that's probably the key to work on after this game.
So did the players essentially think job done when they went 3-1 up?
I hope not. I was pretty clear in my message that it was nowhere near done at half-time, nowhere near done. And we spoke about what we needed to do, particularly in the first 10-15 minutes, and we didn't do it.
Irrespective, that first half was pretty indicative of the team and your own planning. Something I'd like to look into the first game. How pleasing is it for you from a personal perspective to see other coaches now implement the same thing that you did in that first game against Victory?
I don't know if it's pleasing. I mean, every coach learns from another coach. I guess I'm no different to when I watch a lot of games in Europe as well. You know. Anyway, it's not for me to really answer as to how pleased I may or may not be what other coaches do. Right, but like I said, I'll take my hat off to them for learning something, I guess, and you know that's what we're all about as coaches, learning and looking to improve.
So just how exploitable do you think Victory are in that sense?
Well, we certainly did our homework based on the first game that we played against them and the games they've played since. You know, it was somewhat easier knowing that they named an unchanged lineup against Brisbane because we did a lot of work on that as well. So in terms of tactics, which was a question used earlier, I thought we were very good in the first half. I thought we did exactly what was required and the players executed the game plan. Like I said, it was the first 10-15 minutes of the second half which allowed Melbourne Victory to get some confidence when they got themselves on the ball, and so we need to rectify that.
You must feel though, halfway through the season, most people did what they normally do, put Wellington in the bottom 3 or 4 in their
Last.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, you really
It's
have
true.
turned it round, haven't you? I mean, personally, a vindication for yourself?
No, it's got nothing to do with personal. It's not personal at all. You know, if this is not about me, this is about the football club. This is about Wellington Phoenix. This is about making sure that, you know, we improve and we improve everywhere. And like I said, the job's still only half done for this season. We've laid a really strong platform and a good base. And we're in its position because of the amount of work that the players have done and the staff and everybody involved in the club have already bought into what we're trying to create here. You know, I never Never doubt my ability, that's for sure. You know.
Just on a broader front, I mean, you spend long enough working in television studios and hanging around with us to know that there's always been a big cloud over the future of this club. Is it especially important as that 4-year window runs down that you actually make a massive statement to make it impossible for you not to continue in the league?
That's important. That's important. I took this job on when everybody told me not to take it on, to try and change the perceptions around the football club. And I think I said it from day one that the greater the challenge, you know, the more I'm going to buy into something as well. So certainly from a club's perspective, it was important that we changed everything about our football club, the way we're perceived, what our identity is, the playing style. I mean, there's been a lot of work, and I've said this many times, in terms of what we try to create, the environment, the culture, the values, the mentality of the football club as well. And like I said, all the players have really bought in. Everybody at the football club has bought in. We need to keep going though. Like I said, the job's only halfway done in terms of this season, and there's a lot more improving that we need to, and a pathway that we need to go on, and a journey that we need to go on as well. So maybe if a few little things have changed for the better, that's good. But like I said, there's still more work to be done.
You've come to the home of the champions, more than equalled them for most of the game.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't finish top 2, 3 and get home finals, does that embolden you to think you can do exactly what Victory did and win a championship by winning games away from home?
I don't know what tomorrow brings, Mick. You know, you give me a question that's way too far for my liking. You know, I don't look that far, Mick. I honestly don't. It's one that, you know, it really is a constant process for us. It's a day-to-day proposition, and I know, and I have been in your side. I've actually sat next to you, Mick. Though that's one thing that I am hoping to do. You know, maybe one day I can sit next to you watching the game, Mick. It's one of the goals of mine anyway. But I certainly think that where we finish, I don't know, and I certainly don't put a ceiling on the players and where this club can go. Right now, the full focus is making sure that our players recover and that we are prepared for the game against Sydney FC, because that's going to be the most important game as far as we're concerned.